Hey everyone. Hey, it's Mike from Destinations of Travel coming to you live today from Universal Studios, Florida. Hope everyone's having a nice day. Hope you're ready to take a nice sweaty walk around Universal Studios, Florida. It is very hot today, although we got a little bit of a nice breeze rolling through right now. Might be able to hear that. But yeah, it's summer. It's already begun here in Central Florida. We are consistently in the 90s. So if you're visiting anytime soon, just be ready for the heat and for the daily thunderstorm. But sunny right now. So we have a nice walk around the park ahead of us. There's a lot of Universal news to discuss. It's been a while since we've been at this park specifically. So lots to see here. And then, like I said, just Universal news as a whole. By the way, one of the big pieces of news you can see kind of peering over the building over here, that is part of the new Hollywood Drift, Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift coaster that is coming to Universal Studios, Florida. I'll see some more of that up ahead here. We don't have a timetable for that just yet. I believe next year, actually, is all we have right now. So we got quite a while before that coaster opens, but exciting to see the track going up. You can actually see some of the track from out on Universal City Walk. We're starting up here at the front of the park. There's the park gates right back there, the iconic arches. And we're going to head towards the New York area to start things off, and actually going through Minion Land first here. Wait times as I was coming in today were pretty low, but they've gone up a little bit. 35 minutes for Despicable Me Minion Mayhem, not bad. 5 minutes for VillainCon Minion Blast, pretty standard. Which, I mean, 5 minutes, I jump on that. Absolutely. If you haven't done it before, it's not the best attraction in the world, but it's worth doing. It's a fun ride. And a 5-minute wait, you can't beat it. So before we get going into some of the details of this park specifically, Universal Studios Florida, like I said, some big Universal news since the last time we were out here. Universal Kids Resort is officially set to open July 1st, so we're less than a month away from the opening of a brand new Universal theme park. That'll be opening in Frisco, Texas. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. It is obviously, based on the name, it is a kids-focused theme park. Going to be very family-friendly. But it looks like a lot of fun. There looks like some really fun attractions there. You still have all the big Universal properties. You, of course, have the Minions there. You're going to have SpongeBob there, Jurassic World, Shrek, Puss in Boots. So there's going to be a lot of fun stuff in that park. I'm excited to see it. I don't know when I'll be seeing it. Of course, whenever I get a chance to, I will be sharing that with you guys. But like I said, not sure when I will be seeing it just yet. We'll see. Might be very soon. It might be a while. Who knows? But speaking of the Minions, by the way, I just showed you the sign for Minions and Monsters, the new movie that comes out also July 1st. There are some new Minions snacks based on the new movie right here in the Minion Cafe. Let me see if they actually put them out on the menu. I know there was like a orange creamsicle cheesecake calzone, which, I mean, that has my name on it. Let's see, we'll let the menu cycle through a little bit here and see if they added that on here. By the way, if you have not eaten at the Minion Cafe, I highly recommend it. Really, really good food. Honestly, like, food has no business being as good as it is. It doesn't need to be this good, but Universal keep up the great work because the food here at Minion Cafe is fantastic. Yeah, I don't think they're going to have the new things on the menu here. I'm going to hang out for one more cycle through here. But yeah, they do have some new treats here. And of course, you can mobile order in the Universal Orlando app right on your phone. Oh, the lemonade cupcake is one of them. Yeah, here you go. Irene's Creamsicle Cheesecake Calzone, and then the Howard's Berry Lemonade Cupcake. Two new treats here. Actually, that Swiss roll is new to me, too. That looked really good, too. I'm going to have to eat some desserts at the Minion Cafe today. We're passing by the Music Plaza stage here, and you can't really see, there's no track to see on Hollywood Drift, the new Fast and Furious coaster, from over here, but you can see some more straight back in the corner here. Oh, actually, I guess it's not track, it's just construction equipment. But we'll get another view of that spike up at the front of the park. You can actually see it from all around the park, really. If you're joining late, we got a look at a piece of the track for the new Fast and Furious coaster that you can actually get a really good look at from out on City Walk. And that new Fast and Furious coaster is replacing Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket, that big red coaster you used to be able to see from up at the front of the park. And I believe all we know is that it'll be opening next year. Oh, it looks like some new menu items here at 57 Fair, too. You got a pizza stromboli and a Philly cheesesteak stromboli, as well as a pastrami Reuben footlong. Those are new to me, and they all sound really, really good. So, oh yeah, okay, we can see a little bit of track over here. I believe this is the track switch, actually, for either the loading or unloading. You can kind of see some of the track right over the wall there. Again, we got quite a while before that attraction opens, but always exciting to watch a new coaster being built. Oh man, looking at some of the new menu items, I am hungry. Let's check over here too, because we saw 57 Fair over there. We got Avenue Eats here. Let's see if they also have some new items here. We've got some loaded nachos, street corn on the cob, chicken empanadas. The chicken empanada and the Brazilian cheese bread, I believe, have already been here. I'm not sure about the street corn or loaded nachos though, but all sound very good. We're going to continue our way through the New York area. As we were starting, I saw that Revenge of the Mummy was at a 45-minute wait, which is not bad, but was a considerable jump from when I was coming in. Like I said, I checked wait times on my way in. Everything was pretty low. I think the longest in the park was about 25 minutes for Gringotts. And like I said, Mummy just now was 45, so. Oh, you know what? We're going to take a little detour down here. A couple little details I like down this street here, which is Delancey Street. First off, Finnegan's remains closed. They are continuing to renovate this restaurant. By the way, if you are commenting on this right now, I apologize. I'm not seeing any comments come through. I'm not ignoring you. Facebook just likes to mess things up sometimes, so sorry about that. And if you're watching the replay, comment away. I will reply afterwards. Two details I like on this street here, on Delancey Street. One, really hot days, they actually bust the fire hydrant here, let it spray water out, let people remain, try and cool down a little bit to beat the heat. And two, this window up here is for Boris Schuster Private Investigations. Boris Schuster is a character in Halloween Horror Nights lore, and as we are, we're in the summer season now, which of course means hype for Halloween Horror Nights is starting to build. They will hide some little details. I don't think you're going to be able to see much in the video here, but they'll hide little details in this window. I don't know if you can see the cork board up here. So there's a little question mark on there. There is a clown on like a popcorn container pinned to the board too. So hints at Jack the Clown, which we already know Jack is coming to Halloween Horror Nights this year for the 35th anniversary. We also, like I said, have a lot of Universal news to catch up on. So we also got another Halloween Horror Nights announcement since the last time we were out here, and that was for Sinners, the popular movie from last year. I am so excited. I actually haven't seen this movie yet. I have very much wanted to. I just haven't gotten around to watching it. Now I definitely will. I can't wait to see it at Halloween Horror Nights. I know people love this movie. I love Michael B. Jordan, so I'm sure this is going to be, I'm sure it's great. From what I've heard, the property fits very, very well at Halloween Horror Nights, so I'm excited to see it. All right, we're going to head towards the San Francisco area, which has seen a little bit of a makeover for the summer season because Universal is celebrating Jaws, as one does in the summer season. I mean, it's the 4th of July movie, right? I guess that or Independence Day. But there is a lot of fun stuff here for Jaws right now, so we're going to check that out in just a second. There's actually a lot happening for the summer here at Universal Studios Florida. So first off, you got all this Jaws stuff that we're about to see in just a minute here. We also have the return of the Universal Mega Movie Parade. That'll be returning this week, actually, I believe, on Friday. That'll have daily showings throughout the summer. We also have the Cinematic Spectacular, which returned a little while ago, but is still showing through the summer on select nights. But once we get past this next Friday, so the 12th, it is pretty much every day, or it is every day, or every night, I should say, through August 23rd, so through most of the summer. And the only reason it stops there is because the following weekend is the start of Halloween Horror Nights, so they're not going to have the normal nighttime show during Halloween Horror Nights. But you can see here, as we are in the San Francisco area, Richter's has received a Jaws makeover. I love the beach paint job on the side of the building here. And the cabanas. And then you got a big Amity Island welcome sign. Excuse me. So it's like the billboard from the movie. And then I love this so much, this gigantic mural on the entrance to Richter's. Really, really awesome artwork. And then if we peek inside Richter's, first off, you're going to see a bunch of different art styles for the Jaws movie poster. But there are even more fun details inside Richter's. First off, you got this room here. It's kind of blacked out and made to look like you're underwater. And then you got some more Jaws details hidden all throughout. There's some old Jaws merch in these window displays here. It also smells very good in here right now. We also have some more stuff here. I love this Jaws and Quint plush up there. There's a Brody up there too. And I love this little detail here too. There's some Jaws storyboards. And you got some more Jaws details in the other side dining room here. Excuse me. As we come into the candy shop, which again smells amazing right now. You got another Jaws display. It's like Quint's locker here. And then of course a whole bunch of Jaws merch. And like I said, a big Jaws display right as you walk into the candy shop here too. As we head back out, I actually kind of bypassed some more of the Jaws fun here, but you got the police chief's truck here. So I really like the detail, having the no swimming signs in the back. We got Quint's Bait Shop, which I think is what they're calling the candy shop here. And then a big Amity Boat Tours sign, Captain Jake's Amity Boat Tours, calling back to the classic Jaws attraction here. And a couple more photo ops around the corner here. A couple new photo ops, I should say, or, well, I guess returning. You got the Orca here. And then the Jaws ride photo op that we saw last year as well. And then, of course, you got Bruce still hanging here. Actually, we're going to loop around the back here, just to make sure I didn't miss anything, because there's a lot of detail added here. It's really cool. Oh, and actually, here is a good view, going back to the top of this video here, where we saw the track for the new Hollywood Drift Fast and Furious coaster. That's it right there. So you're going to see that coaster going from all the way, I mean, we're not all the way in the back of the park, but you can see it from the back of the park, which is pretty impressive. Oh man, getting the smells from Richter's and then from the candy shop. I'm so hungry now. Again, here's the beach scene painted on the side of Richter's. So all this extra Jaws fanfare here. We'll be here for the summer. We don't have an exact end date yet, but again, Halloween Horror Nights kicks off that last weekend of August, so you can bet it'll probably be gone right around then. There is also a new bar, new outside bar. I'm not going to walk all the way back there, but you can get a good view of it from over here. Just outside Lombard's, which is the seafood restaurant right here. Lombard's, by the way, full table service restaurant. But you got a bar right back there, so you can get some drinks and actually some small plates to eat outside if you're just looking for a quick bite from Lombard's. And here you go. Here is Bar 41 on the pier. They do have some specialty drinks. It is also a premium bar, so you can get all of your all of the liquors you're looking for here. And then, like I said, some small bites here too. Sweet and spicy chicken bites, bruschetta, beef skewers, shrimp cocktail. Lots of new food around Universal Studios Florida, because even just across from Lombard's, you got Streetcar Snacks, where you've got a quote-unquote Chinese hamburger and a fragrant braised pork on a flaky bun. That looks really good. And then there's a Asian beef satay. I believe that was here. Actually, it might have been chicken satay before, so I'm not sure. But yeah, like I said, lots of new food. Just because we have a lot to talk about, a lot to see here, we're going to bypass Diagon Alley today. Nothing really new happening in Diagon Alley right now. However, I will say, we recently, on our podcast, the Parks and Passports podcast, which you can find on Apple Podcasts as well as Spotify. We did our tournament to determine the best Universal attraction for the domestic parks, at least. So we're talking about Universal Orlando and Universal Studios Hollywood. And the one that we crowned the champion was Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts. I will throw in the little detail there that I did not vote in this tournament, so don't hold me totally accountable for that. But it is a great attraction, and we decided it's the best Universal attraction. So there you go. Take that for what it's worth. I did make the bracket, so I kind of laid things out for what could win, but I didn't actually vote. By the way, let's see it again. There is the track for Fast and Furious, Hollywood Drift. So, and we are pretty much all the way at the back of the park now, and I am actually going to head to the back of the park because we have some more news to talk about back here. And again, if you are commenting, watching live right now, I apologize. Facebook is just refusing to show me any comments. So I'm not ignoring you, I promise. I'll come back to this video after we are done here today, and I will answer any questions you might have. So I wanted to come all the way to the back here to Men in Black Alien Attack because it's currently closed. It is being refurbished right now. Not a lengthy refurbishment, a couple weeks. It is expected to reopen, I believe it was June 17th. Don't quote me on that. But again, that's an expected date. We don't know for sure when it'll be reopening. But just know that if you're coming soon, there's a good chance Men in Black Alien Attack will be closed. However, they do have some games and things out here. While the attraction is closed, they got cornhole going. Oh, there you go. Team member, I don't know if you could hear it, but the team member just said closed until the 17th. So that is an official date. Now, another little piece of news all the way here, back here in the back of the park, is in the Men in Black shop. We've got some exciting new merchandise. I'll show you. This is MIB Gear Shop here. There's actually a lot of new merchandise around Universal right now. One Piece fans. You got plenty of One Piece merchandise here, and of course One Piece was just a big part of, here you go, Universal Fan Fest nights out in Universal Studios Hollywood, which looked absolutely incredible. We do have video from that event for a couple of the elements from Fan Fest nights over on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/D2Travel, so you can go and check that out. But in addition to the One Piece stuff, we also have some K-pop Demon Hunters merch here. Some of which might be coming home with me today. A couple of Squishmallows. You got the Derpy Tiger and the bird, which I don't... Does this bird have a name? Oh, Sussy. There you go. Okay. And Derpy. $30 for the Squishmallow. There is a Derpy plush too. $35. Right? Yeah, $35. Of course, you have Huntrix, little keychains. Looks like we got pins, blind boxes of pins, blind box keychains or bag charms, and then there is a Huntrix backpack here as well. This shop is a lot of fun, by the way. You'll find a lot of different merchandise. Obviously, you got Ghostbusters here. We have lots of anime stuff in here too. So there's some Sailor Moon. There's some Demon Slayer here. Again, Sailor Moon, part of Fan Fest nights. And then we have some Marvel stuff in here. Actually, Marvel has its own little room back here. And it's, this shop is tucked away in the corner, so unless you're exiting Men in Black Alien Attack, odds are you're probably not going to come back in here. But there's a lot of cool stuff back here. Dragon Ball Z merch, too. So just something to keep in mind if you're shopping around Universal Studios Florida. Hey, Steven. I can see comments now. Look at that. So we're going to make our way into Springfield, the Simpsons area of Universal Studios Florida. And believe it or not, there's actually news that we have not discussed, at least not on a live stream from inside this park, because the last time we were at Universal Orlando for a live stream was over in Islands of Adventure, and that day, a brand new Duff beer was released here in Springfield. It is the Duff Happy Sour. It is a guava apple sour ale. You can get it in both Moe's and Duff Gardens. I have tried it. It was good. I'm not a big fan of sours, so if you do like sour ales, might be something you want to try for sure. I would get it again. It drinks more like a cider than a beer. Like I said, it's a sour, so it's, got a little bit of a punch to it. But not bad. So again, if you're a fan of sours, definitely recommend trying it. Always just exciting that we get any sort of new... They haven't said if it's seasonal, though I would assume a sour ale is going to be like a spring, summer beer. So anytime we get a new seasonal offering, a new Duff, that's always exciting. Because I know I've mentioned at least a few dozen times at Dufftoberfest, especially during the Halloween Horror Nights season. That is maybe my favorite beer, so love getting new Duffs. Can't get enough of that wonderful Duff. Passing by Bumblebee Man's Tacos, which I'm pointing out a lot of new food around Universal Studios Florida today, but Bumblebee Man's Tacos, one of the best sleeper hits if you're looking for a quick service meal, and I believe their chicken nachos just returned. I believe those were off the menu for quite a while and just recently came back. Actually, I'm going to swing over here for Parkside Fair, which is a relatively new snack stand here just off Central Park. And I believe they have another new offering, which is actually a couple of them. Barbecue pork footlong hot dog and chips, and the loaded, I don't know if you can even see the menu in this video here, but the loaded Bavarian pretzel. Giant pretzel with cheese sauce, pickles, charcuterie meats, and Dijon mustard. That, oh man. I have some decisions to make today after this video. Steven says the Duff beer song is a parody of It's a Small World. Pulling out the Simpsons references. I'm going to try and keep moving here, by the way, because, like I said, it's hot today. And try and get out of the sun. But as we come back here, a couple more pieces of news. First, DreamWorks Land over here. Currently, we're not going to go all the way to the back, but currently the Kung Fu Panda section is closed for refurbishment. And I believe set to reopen in July, though I don't think we have a specific date just yet. And then we're going to head into the SpongeBob store pants here, because I believe we've got some new merchandise in here as well. Exactly, we're not doing anything. This is a fun like silicone SpongeBob cup. So like I said, SpongeBob is one of the properties featured at the new Universal Kids Resort, which will be opening on July 1st. I like that one. This is just SpongeBob on the front. Yep. Plenty of Roosevelt shirts here, like this Flying Dutchman shirt. Oh, there is a smaller version of that cup too. Very cool. I like this glass here too. All different characters on there. All right, let's head back out into the heat. Let's actually swing over here to Imagination Cafe because so much new food has popped up. I wonder if they have anything new here as well. It's like we've got actually a pretty wide variety of, well, no, a couple pizzas, chicken tenders, mac and cheese, donuts, beignets. Oh, you can get beignets year-round here. But that remains sort of one of the more basic options, which makes sense. It's right outside DreamWorks Land, which is going to be the kid-focused section of the park. So you're going to have your chicken fingers, your pizza, things like that. Steven asked, what is my favorite piece of the SpongeBob merch? That's a great question. There's a lot of good stuff in there. I really like that glass we were looking at. That's something that I could see myself bringing home at some point. I love the Roosevelt shirts. I'm a big fan of that brand and their product, so that Flying Dutchman shirt is another one that I could definitely see myself wearing. Jess said, I like that cup. Yeah, like I said, I could see myself bringing that one home. Going through the Central Park area here, and actually even from here, I don't know how well you can see it in the video. Well, you can see right in here. That is, let me move a little bit to the left again. That is the Fast and Furious track. So that is really gonna stick out in the skyline of this park, even from the back of the park. Let's check a couple more snack stands here before we head into the Hollywood area. To the left, we got this bar outside of Cafe La Bamba. And if I'm being honest, I'm not even going to know if some of these drinks are new, but Watermelon Fizz sounds really good. We got a mimosa, margarita, Bloody Mary, Long Island. A couple different frozen beverages. And then over here is Central Park Crepes. We'll see if we have anything new here. Smoked brisket, lemon blueberry, and then strawberry hazelnut. So no, nothing new at Central Park Crepes right now. I actually want to take a quick peek to the right. One more stop here before we head into Hollywood. Although I guess technically when we cross this line here, we are in the Hollywood area of the park. And yeah, they do actually have, good timing. We do still have this temporary bar over here that was open during Mardi Gras as sort of like the Ireland booth for Mardi Gras. This is serving as a temporary location for Finnegan's, more or less. They have a very limited menu of food and drinks that you could have gotten at Finnegan's, which again is that bar and restaurant that is closed in New York as they are refurbishing it. But nice that they still have that offering. You can get a Magners on draft over there, which is a big win for me. And you got the Marilyn Monroe show getting ready to start here.
Yes, come back to straight. I can put you right in the front row. What is Dubs? Is that your name? Oh, good to meet you, Dubs.
We're not going to stop and watch that whole show because we'll be in direct sunlight, and I'm just asking my phone to overheat at that moment. But I wanted to come over here because, again, more news, because it's been a while since we've been here. The horror makeup show is closed. And the iteration of the show that we have seen over the last few years is done. We are not seeing that iteration of this show anymore. However, it is set to reopen later this year with a brand new version of the horror makeup show, which I cannot wait to see. I am definitely going to miss the old show. Absolutely loved it. One of my favorite theme park shows anywhere. But I'm excited for what's to come.
I'm so glad all of you are here. First of all,
And if you want to see the old show, whether you never got a chance to see it or just want some nostalgia, we do have the full show up on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/D2Travel. D2Travel. And if you're watching the replay of this on our YouTube channel, I'll have that linked in the description below. So I mentioned some of the offerings for summer. I should mention also over at Islands of Adventure, we have the return of Hogwarts Always, the summer fireworks and projection show on Hogwarts Castle. We have the Universal Mega Movie Parade returning this weekend. We've got Cinematic Celebration happening on the Lagoon. And we've got Spielberg Summer Blockbusters, a new exhibit dedicated to, probably the most famous director of all time, right? And of course, this is also featuring Disclosure Day, which is the new movie that'll be in theaters next weekend. So let's head inside. Steven says, I'm excited for the new iteration, talking about the horror makeup show. Is anybody, it's really quiet in here. Is anybody else looking forward to Disclosure Day? Because I'm really excited for it. First room as you walk in here, obviously Jaws. We can find some more old Jaws merchandise. This is the Orca Lego set. And then they have sort of the story of Steven Spielberg and creating some of these blockbuster movies, starting with Jaws in 1975. And then you move on to E.T. We got some props and things. Are these actually, let me see here. Original film prop, yeah. It's pretty cool. The Speak and Spell and the coffee can transmitter. Then some classic E.T. merchandise. These trading cards. Yeah, E.T. trading cards. They have the animatronic E.T. hand, which is an original special effect from the film. So a remote-controlled hand here. And then again, some sort of the story of creating E.T., 1982. And then as we move into the next room, we jump into the 90s for Jurassic Park. And 97 for The Lost World Jurassic Park. So the sequel. They actually have some of the costumes from the film here. Here's Jeff Goldblum's from The Lost World. And then over here we also have, I'll circle back around in a second here. We also have some movie props. John Hammond's cane. And then the iconic night vision goggles. And then here is Dr. Sadler's costume from the original film. Worn by Laura Dern. Looks like we got some dinosaur maquettes here. Here's the Velociraptor. We got Consognathus here. From the Lost World. And Pachycephalosaurus. There we go. Steven Spielberg also created some TV shows like the Animaniacs. Good point. We got the clapper boards from Jurassic Park and the Lost World. Very cool. And some Lego sets and other toys. So we've looked at Jaws, E.T., Jurassic Park, The Lost World, and now we move into Disclosure Day, which again is the new movie that is hitting theaters this weekend, or next weekend I should say, June 12th, which again I'm looking forward to. It's been a while since I've been really excited for a movie that is not from like a bigger franchise. This one looks really good. I'm looking forward to it. You have a fun little interactive element here. You can get your picture in sort of like the frame that's on the movie poster here. And they do have a couple of film-used costumes from Emily Blunt and Josh O'Connor. And then a screen here showing featurettes and the trailer for the film. And by the way, if you are, I mean, maybe you realize this by now or maybe not, but this is usually a location used for one of the tribute stores. We're not doing a summer tribute store again this year. That's 2 years in a row now we haven't gotten one. But the next tribute store we are getting will be the Halloween Horror Nights tribute store, which is always over in the New York area of the park. So you won't see that replace this. Not sure how long this will be open. Might stick around for a little bit, although with the movie coming out next weekend, my guess is it'll only stick around for the summer. Steven's on board with Disclosure Day. And then of course you got all kinds of merchandise here for all of the films that we just saw in here. Really like this Jurassic Park water bottle. Nice and simple. There's some ET stuff on the other side here too. As we head back outside, I'm just going to cross the street over here and head over to the Five and Dime. You can see Betty Boop out there meeting and greeting. In the little bit of time that I've been here today, I've also seen the Scooby-Doo gang over here. I've also seen the Simpsons out here and Beetlejuice. So lots of characters as always in the Hollywood area of the park. And again, that Spike sticking up, the new Fast and Furious coaster coming to this park here. I wanted to stop in here because we've got merchandise. As I mentioned earlier, Sinners is coming to Halloween Horror Nights this year. And there's, of course, merchandise for that. So, of course, you got the t-shirt here, which is pretty cool. I like it. It's simple. I really like the hat. Pretty cool. And then we've got this carousel set, which is also new since the last time we've been here. So they always do some sort of, well, not always, the last few years at least, they do some sort of piece that you can add every time the houses are announced. So this year it's a carousel, and we've already had the Jack and Oddfellow characters there, and now you've got Sinners to add to your carousel. And it looks like there's going to be 3 more featured on this carousel, which is interesting. I wonder if that means there's only going to be 4, so it'll be 5 in total, right? There's going to be 10 houses at Halloween Horror Nights. Are there only going to be 4 based on IP and 6 originals? Because one of the 5 on the carousel is Jack and Oddfellow. So that leaves only 4 left. Interesting. We will see. And then on the back side of this fixture here, we do have the Jack and Oddfellow shirt here still. So you have not missed your chance to get that. It is still here. Again, Halloween Horror Nights will begin the last weekend in August. Now is a great time to start planning your trip. Tickets are available now. Actually, all tickets also went on sale for Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios Hollywood recently, which Sinners will be featured there as well. So if you want to visit either Universal Studios Hollywood or Universal Orlando for Halloween Horror Nights, you can start planning that trip now, and the best way to do that is by heading over to d2travel.com or by sending us an email at info@d2travel.com to get in touch with one of our amazing agents. They will do all the heavy lifting, handle all the stressful parts of planning your vacation, and it'll cost you absolutely nothing extra. If anything, they might be able to save you some money. They'll get you the best possible package and best deal available for the vacation that you are looking for. So it's a no-brainer. Again, d2travel.com. Get in touch with one of our agents today and start planning. And the same could be said for planning your Universal Kids Resort vacation, because again, that opens July 1st, right around the corner. We are less than a month away from the opening of this new Universal theme park, which is always exciting. Which, by the way, we just passed 1 year since Epic Universe opened. It's hard to believe that that's been open for a year now. And it's already not going to be the new Universal Park anymore. So again, Universal Kids Resort will be opening in Frisco, Texas on July 1st. So very soon we will have a brand new Universal Park to talk about. I can't wait to see it. I don't know when I'm going to see it, but hopefully I will be seeing it and we can get a good look at it together. And again, planning your trip to see it yourself is as easy as heading over to d2travel.com and letting one of our agents do all the work for you. We're going to wrap things up right here. Again, Hollywood Drift peering over the entrance to the park here. Let me see here. I think we are all caught up. So that's going to do it for us. Again, I apologize. Facebook was not cooperating with comments at the beginning of this video. So if you did comment, I will be sure to go back and try and answer your questions. If you're watching the replay on YouTube, comment away. I will also come back to answer your questions there. And again, that YouTube channel, if you're not watching here already, is youtube.com/d2travel. We have all kinds of other fun content, including ride videos, hotel room tours, cruise vlogs, all sorts of fun stuff like that. So be sure to subscribe and give us a thumbs up. Steven says, Wicked is fun and the new park sounds fun. Yeah, the Wicked store is still here, sticking around. And yes, Universal Kids Resort, I can't wait to see it. But one more time, I will mention, if you want to start planning your next vacation, the easiest way to do that is by heading over to d2travel.com or sending us an email at info@d2travel.com. Let one of our amazing agents do all the heavy lifting of planning your vacation at no additional cost. d2travel.com. And aside from that, it is summer now, like I said earlier, which means it's a busy season. There's a lot happening here in Central Florida. So we will be back very soon to hopefully get you out to see all of it. We are also continuing our Universal Orlando Resort Hotel Spotlight series. We most recently got out to Universal Endless Summer Resort Dockside Inn and Suites. We will soon be out to Surfside Inn and Suites to see the other side of that resort. And then all the rest of them. We are getting out to every single resort this year, so be sure to follow along with that as well. And aside from that, I think we're all done here today, so thank you everyone for joining me, and I will see you all real soon. Bye!